together today, standing on the unceded lands and waters of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsilhqot'in peoples. I'm honored to be here today, and I want to give thanks to the Coast Salish peoples that allow me to live here, to work here, and to play here. I'm very grateful to be here today, and I'm glad that you are all here with me. The reason why we're here today is to have a fundraiser. And if you guys, there's some pamphlets that are being handed over here by the donation stand, and the fundraiser here today is for a Voice for the Voiceless camp. It's a camp, an Indigenous reoccupation camp that was set up March 16th in Xwisten, St'at'imc territory. And the purpose of this camp is to protect the sacred. There's been deals that have been made in this territory for logging to be done, but the logging that was done in a very careless and destructive manner. They logged trees they weren't supposed to, they clear-cut whole areas and killed young trees in the way, that got in the way, and uprooted them. It was really awful. And many of these trees that they haphazardly cleared were so-called undesirables, according to the logging company of Aspen Planners. So what they did with these undesirable grandfathers, in many cases, and young trees, is they just discarded them and threw them right on top of Junction Creek, which is a salmon-bearing creek. So all these things I've spoke of are really unspeakable to do, but to top that all off, just to add insult to injury, when they made the logging road to get to this cut block that they weren't even allowed to cut, they went right through an ancient village site. The elders that were consulting with Aspen Planners and with the band told them that this place you cannot go through this place. There was a pit home, the Tsilhqot'in, right at the beginning of the logging road. And he basically said that this is just, you can't do it, you cannot go through this way. He told the band, he told the company several times, and what they did is they actually just took a really thin black membrane, no thing, a couple millimeters thick, like a tarp, and they just put it right over this old Tsilhqot'in and then just filled it with gravel and drove right over it. So that's the reason why the camp was set up, was to protect this place and to prevent any further desecration. So I really want to thank you all to be here today, and just remind you that the reason why we're here is to support the camp. The two women that set up the camp, Christine Jack and her friend Nikki, were two women warriors who set up their teepee right at the base of this logging trail and said no more, that they weren't going to let it happen anymore. So for the last month, it's actually been basically two women holding it down, two women warriors. And I just wanted to acknowledge the hard work that they've been doing, and the community has been involved as well, and elders, and they have a lot of support from the settler community and the Yalakom, and they have visitors every day. But really, it's two women warriors holding down this camp. Can I get some noise for that? Like, how awesome is that?
We're here on the unceded West Coast territory of the West Coast Nation. We're at the Voice for the Voiceless. The St'at'imc territory has been invaded by loggers, and a couple warrior women have set up camp. Actually, my niece is up there, and my sister-in-law, Christine Jack and Badger Jack and Nikki Frank, have set up camp there. And we're here on the West Coast territory doing a fundraiser for that camp, and right now we're enjoying music from a diverse group of people here in this Vancouver.
Blue sky blue got me in my walking shoes.
Don't you wake up and stand up for the truth you know. my pineapple, but my head find a way out of this mess I'm in. How long? How long? How long till my luck's gonna change?
Donations today. We are also giving out food. Everything's completely by donation, so however much or however little you can contribute, we'd really appreciate. There's also an online auction for those of you who can't be here today. If you search on Facebook, online option for the Voices of the Voiceless camp, there's several items on there you can bid on. If you have any other questions or if you want to find out how to get to the camp, you can visit. There's a Facebook group, Voices for the Voiceless Supporters and Allies. So please check out that. We strongly recommend people to go up and check out the camp for themselves. If you can't do that, you can at least learn through it through Facebook.